AJ Saha, CTO of Redica Systems, thank you for coming to the Snowflake offices today.
I'm glad to be here, Felipe. Thank you for having me.
I'm really glad that you're here because you are going to tell us more about Redica Systems, what you do, and you're going to give us a demo.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So what's Redica? What do you do?
So we are a SaaS company. We build products for life sciences with the mission to empower the champions of quality and safety with actionable data intelligence. Now that's a mouthful of word. So let me simplify it. Our software products help life sciences companies to manage the quality of their products as well as stay compliant with rules, regulations and guidelines that are needed to manage the quality of product. These products are built on top of a unique proprietary data platform, quality and regulatory intelligence data platform that Redica has built over time, and this is powered by Snowflake. So all our products uses these unique data sets that we get from hundreds of regulatory sources, and the data platform processes thousands and thousands of signals or data points and generates analytical insights as well as actionable KPIs for our users.
That's great. So actionable data for life sciences and all powered by Snowflake.
Absolutely. The data platform is centered to everything that we do.
What type of users do you have? Who is buying?
So these are predominantly pharma companies right now, and within the pharma companies, these are generally the quality teams and regulatory compliance teams. But we are also now expanding our products to medtech or medical devices for pre-market and post-market intelligence.
And Redica comes and offers the platform, and it comes with Snowflake. The customers are already using Snowflake. How does that work?
So Snowflake is behind the scenes powering the data platform. The customer uses the data through a web interface that we have developed on top of it, but all the magic is happening within the data platform. So preparing the data, the insights, the KPIs, everything is done within the data platform that's powered by Snowflake.
So I would love to see all of this working together, and I know you have a demo for us. Would you like to start with a diagram?
Yeah, let's get into it. I do have a reference architecture diagram that I will love to walk you through. So here in the diagram, you can see we get data from a lot of external sources that are primarily coming from health agencies as well as other regulatory bodies. Now, data comes in various shape, size and format. We deal with a lot of structured as well as unstructured and semi-structured data. This data gets ingested to our cloud data platform that is powered by Snowflake. And within this data platform, there is a flavor of a data lake, a data warehouse, as well as data mart. So data goes through various stages, and from the raw data that we obtain from the sources in the landing zone to the final analytical schemas or product schemas are everything hosted within this Snowflake powered data platform. We process the data, enrich the data. A lot of our challenges around data processing is around entity resolution. We get similar information from sometimes hundreds of sources. Let's say it's a name of a person or it's a name of a site. And there unfortunately aren't any unique identifiers that is easy to use to dedupe this data or do an entity resolution on this data. So we had to employ a lot of business rules to identify unique golden records out of this data for each of our business entities, and then create a linkage. So that's where we generate a new ID called Redica ID, which helps us unify this data across various global agencies and create one global view of the regulatory and the quality environment happening around the world. And then this data, after enrichment linkage, is then modeled into the different downstream applications that where we use the data for, whether it's our customer facing products. We also have a lot of internal analytics and internal tools built on top of this. Those are also all connected to this same data platform. So our subject matter experts are always looking at the data for new trends, news analytics, and using this data to deliver custom analytics to our customers, as well as all the data modeling. And then we do have a data operations team, because whatever automation we build, the unstructured data, you always need some human in the loop tools and workflows. And having this connected ecosystem has actually helped us process this data at a very quick space as well as improve the quality of the data overall.
Yeah, that makes so much sense because we're talking about health data, we're talking about people, and you're getting data from so many different sources that entity resolution seems like one of the most important steps before making data actionable.
Absolutely, and this is one of the biggest problem of our customers because sometimes they have this data siloed into multiple systems, and a lot of time linking this data becomes very difficult. So over time, the proprietary data model that we have developed for this industry is helping us unify the data across multiple health agencies.
Yes, unified data, no more silos.
Yes.
I love that. And now, as we're going to the demo, you're going to show us this platform that's powered by Snowflake?
Yes, I will show one of the use cases using the application that our customers uses. The entire data set that we'll see as part of the demo is what comes out of our data platform that's powered by Snowflake.
And what is this use case about?
So this is about preparing for an inspection. So if you are in the pharma company, you are part of a team, maybe launching a new drug, you need to prepare for a pre-approval inspection. So I will show how our platform can be used to prepare for that.
So an inspection is coming. How are we going to prepare for it? Oh, let's jump into it.
Sure, let's do it. So here you see our web application. This I'm showing all the inspections. So there are almost close to 1 million inspection records that we have within our platform. But let's say I am only interested in certain industries, which is human drugs and biologics. So I can go and filter this data. That brings down the number of inspections to considerably a lower number, but within that, let's say I am only interested in certain types of inspections that are related to pre-approvals because that's the use case I am researching for or preparing for. Now, when I filter by pre-approval inspections, I do see there are about 7,000 inspections that are available. And then I can go through this list. I can filter it down even further by dates, by various other parameters, or even by sources where this inspection originating from. Or I can look through this list and then let's say, okay, I see something with a red color, looks like there may be some interesting nugget that I can get out of this inspection and prepare for my own inspection. So I can go and check the details about this inspection. So within the inspection profile page, we show a lot of information around where the inspection happened, which site, what were the outcome of the inspection, what was the duration of the inspection, a lot of properties around the site where the inspection happens. And then the investigators, like who were the investigators that conducted this inspection. And as I was talking about this linkage of entities, as you'll see, it also shows everything that's linked to this inspections. There is this enforcement actions that has been taken, or there are associated documents that has been issued out of these inspections. I can go and look at one such document. This is an example of a 483 document in life sciences world. This is a very important inspection and enforcement documents that FDA gives out after the conclusion of the inspection if there are certain observations that are considered as violation of certain rules or regulations. Now we do see a lot of information around these documents that doesn't come directly out of the source, but these are all enriched by Redica Systems. Like we tag the observations within this with certain primary issues, which helps identify which area of quality do I need to focus on. And then you can go and look at the actual document, as well as take the observations out and make it easy to read. And then also tag it with this what we call the quality system labels. Like for example, here it says observation 2 is related to facilities and equipment design and equipment related things. So if that's something I should be thinking about, I can send this to the concerned team and have them prepare for it. Now let's again go back to the inspection profile. I was talking about that we also show the investigators involved. Now let's say I want to research about this investigator, Eric W. Quester. So I can look at his or her profile. It shows us how many inspections that person has done, what are the associated documents related to this inspection, as well as what kind of actions do they take out of the inspections, like how many warning letters they have issued or how many 483 they have issued. And then you can go and look at what are some of the top cited categories that they have within the quality systems, what are the regulations that are cited most from their inspections, as well as compare them against the average citations for other FDA inspectors. So here, as you can see, this person focuses on facilities and equipment a lot. So that gives you a lot of insights, a lot of data points to start preparing. And not only now this particular to this inspection, you can look at every other inspection this person has done and continue to dig through this data a lot more and prepare for your own inspections. Now, apart from this very pointed kind of analytics, we also have broader dashboards that are around trends or very dynamic and interactive that you can run and get insights out of this platform. So that's my demo. There are many other use cases, but obviously it will take a lot more time if I go through everything. But this is one example how the data that has been processed within our data platform helps give actionable insight to our customers.
Exactly. It looks so simple and easy to use, but yet there's so much data behind this experience.
Absolutely. Some of the data points, like what you are seeing as one golden record of an investigator, may have come from hundreds of sources. And as you can see, like this is not like a financial data where I have a social security number as such. Sometimes you get the names misspelled a little bit here and there. We are also extracting information out of document text where the extraction itself is not always foolproof. So having this connected ecosystem of data operations, being able to collect data quickly and having a good entity resolution is key to success for us.
Even with unstructured data documents. Now, as this is powered by Snowflake, how is Snowflake helping this use case?
So while I joined Redica about 2 years back, one of the primary goal was to revamp our data architecture, because the challenge the earlier architecture has was a lot of data silos. Data was captured in different systems and it was very difficult to manage data lifecycle. Even internally, our subject matter experts or business users didn't have visibility to data. So when we were looking to then build a cloud data platform, Snowflake was an automatic choice because of obvious reasons like scalability, elasticity, and being able to process this different kind of data in one platform. But at the same time, to be honest, Snowflake was not a new platform to me. Even prior to Redica, I've been using Snowflake to solve many other business problems since 2018. So it was kind of an automated choice when we decided to rebuild the data platform and revamp the overall data architecture. Now, apart from the technology points, it's also availability of talent in the market. So we already had team members, data engineers that are skilled with SQL, Python, and it didn't need a lot of special learning or specialized skill set to be able to start using Snowflake. More than that, Snowflake comes with this connected ecosystem. So we work with a lot of other Snowflake partners to build these tools around Snowflake if something is not natively available, which helped us democratize access to data. Like even for our business users who are more familiar with certain way of accessing and analyzing data, it was very easy for them to look at the data. And when we built this platform, we also built in a lot of provenance or lineage within the data itself. So they don't have to go to a separate tool to see the lineage of the data. Like when we show a golden record, within that golden record itself, we put in an array of every source that has contributed to that golden record, every other possible name aliases or other attributes that we had from this variety of sources. So that makes it very easy to spot check the data and quality control the data, as well as run a very efficient data operation.
Yeah, that's really interesting how you joined Redica about 2 years ago as a CTO, and you led this re-architecture of the whole company, like how things are happening, while using the talent from people that were there that they knew SQL, but now you were giving them a tool that could scale and break the silos.
Yes, absolutely. Just getting all of the data at one place and having this from data lake to data mart kind of architecture, that helped a lot in terms of managing the overall life cycle of the data.
What's interesting, as you mentioned, you've known Snowflake for many years. Before joining Redica, you were at a startup for a number of years, and there you were at first the principal data engineer.
Absolutely, yeah. So I kind of transitioned from a big company world to a startup around 2016 and joined another startup where I was initially joined as a principal engineer, but then over the 6 years, I took up the responsibility of a CTO there. That's where I started working with Snowflake. We were building a lot of enterprise AI products, and while working with one of our supply chain customers building a supply chain product, we felt the need of a scalable data platform, we started looking at the market, and Snowflake became our choice.
You can lead a company as their CTO, but you also understand data as a data engineer. Like you can relate to what needs to work, how it works.
Absolutely. I like to stay technical. I like to stay hands-on, and that's why I have a lot of interest in platforms like Snowflake. That's constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries, because there is always something new that you can learn and actually apply it to solve a real-world problem.
Snowflake has changed so much throughout these years. What was the first thing that impressed you about Snowflake before it became what it is today?
2018, the thing that was really attractive was this separation of compute and storage, right? That was kind of a game-changing thing, I'll say, within the data platform world. That helped us scale compute irrespective of the volume of data that we have, and that was one of the major factor when we decided to go for Snowflake. But then over the time, obviously there has been so many features built, and now at Redica we started with Snowflake because of the obvious reason I was mentioning, like we can have all the structured, unstructured data, everything at one place. But at the same time, there was this integrated ecosystem that I was talking about. So earlier, all the tools were very siloed with its own databases, but just to have everything around the data platform that's powered by Snowflake has helped us increase the efficiency of our data operations internally a lot, because the data that we deal with is challenging in terms of quality, because we source the data from outside agencies. It's external. We don't have control on the quality of the data, so we have to work with the data that is provided by the agencies. But then it's on us to ensure like we clean the data, dedupe the data, and actually make it useful for our customers. So in that sense, Snowflake was an automatic choice to get started building the data engineering pipelines. And then we have now kind of started looking at a lot of new features. Like our data engineering team is focusing on starting to use Snowpark a lot, moving in a lot of ELT or ETL pipeline code that was lying outside of Snowflake into the Snowflake ecosystem. So that's also helping. And then there are many exciting things in the product roadmap where I think we can use some of the upcoming features in Snowflake a lot.
So what's exciting in that roadmap that you can share with us?
Sure. There are few things that we are looking at or trying to work with right now. One is obviously the data sharing aspects. We are working with some partners and even some of our larger customers who wants to co-develop some of our product roadmap. Being able to share data with them through Snowflake will be a game changer instead of trying to download the data in files or developing APIs separately. So that's one aspect we are looking at. Then the entire native apps, as I was saying, we have a lot of internal tools which we can replace with a lot of the native apps. So these are for human in the loop kind of workflows to review maybe a data science model output, or sometimes even just running data operations, correcting certain elements of the data that comes from unstructured sources like documents. We are also using a lot of, with the buzz in generative AI, a lot of LLM features right now, especially around processing documents intelligently. So that's another area of interest. We are looking forward to like the entire document AI and the Cortex space, and how that helps us to develop some of this capability more natively within Snowflake.
LLMs, native apps, and I also love how you mentioned working with customers that they want to co-develop with you. How is Redica changing how they do things?
Oh, we believe the future of this industry is within community data sharing. I think we bring in a lot of useful data from outside sources that our customers do not have. But our customers also have a lot of internal data, like an internal audit data captured within their system of records. And having this ability to merge this internal and external data will create more capabilities to generate insights and overall help improve the quality of the products. Like improving a quality of a drug or a medical device in turn helps or does greater good for the society. So that's very exciting.
This is such an important work that we get better drugs, better healthcare, thanks to all the work that you are doing and by improving how they use data.
Yeah, it's absolutely an exciting phase. Our products are growing. As I was mentioning earlier, we are now diving into medical devices or medtech. That's another area where I feel we can have a lot of impact with pre-market and post-market intelligences. that helps our medical devices customers with submission of their products for licenses and actually develop better products.
There's so much more to do here. And for people that want to learn more, where should they go?
So the best place to know about Redica will be our website, redica.com. And to know about me within the Redica website, you will find all of our team information and link to my LinkedIn profile.
AJ Saha, CTO of Redica Systems, thanks so much for coming today.
Thank you for having me here, Felipe. It was fun chatting with you.
Oh, it was a lot of fun for me, and I learned a lot. I hope everyone else watching learned a lot too. Visit the Redica Systems website, learn more about what they're doing, and for more Snowflake developers content, go to developers.snowflake.com. I'm Felipe Hoffa, developer advocate for Snowflake. Remember to like and subscribe.